What's up, guys? More 2018 coming at you guys today. Well, this morning, early night. Late night, early morning, whatever you want to call it. Sorry I feel late, but I actually kind of wanted to do this today. And might as well knock it out. Um, I'm gonna be doing a quick profile on TGs. I did go to Sneak yesterday. My bad, not yesterday. Saturday. Got myself a snake, pulled some decent cards. Did a lot of trading. To pretty much just pick up all the cards in this set, so I can actually showcase you guys this profile today. The deck is TGs. For those of you who don't know what TGs are, it's a somewhat of an old archetype from like the late 5D set, like Extreme Victory. Pretty much it's a synchro based deck where they summon tuner synchros and regular synchros, and then they just synchro summon your opponent's turn, and so on and so forth. And it's made up of like very decent amount of monsters. And now the deck got supports, so it makes the deck a little bit better. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be on a competitive scale, but it can be good at a local or even a casual scale. Alright, without further ado, let's get right to it. We'll be starting off with the monsters. Um, I am running 3 copies of TG Screw Serpent. What this card does is, if it's normal summon or special summon, target a low 4 lower TG monster in your graveyard, except this card. Special summon it, but it has its effects negated. Its other effect is you can banish it from graveyard, target a TG monster on your field, and either increase or decrease its level by 1. It's actually a real. I'm glad that Cyberstruck actually gave us a card that can actually like extend like synchro plays and so on, and the fact that it can level manipulate for more synchro climbing or synchro, whatever you want to call it. I'm running 3 copies of TG Striker. Pretty much use the Cyber Dragon of the deck. If your opponent controls the monster, I don't special summon him. And that's all he does really. And some of the TG monsters are destroyed by battle. You get a certain the older ones actually search during your end phase. And then some of the new ones have different effects, which I'll explain as I get to them. I'm also running 3 copies of TG Wolf. What he does is if you special summon a low 4 lower monster outside the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. And it has a same like destruction effect as Striker, such as the end phase, except for the copy of itself. Running 1 copy of TG Rush Rhino. Um, Pretty much he's a Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. If it attacks, he gains 400 attack until the end of damage step. And if he destroys, search a TG monster. Running 1 copy of TG Cyber Mission. What this card does is, if you have it on field, you can synchro summon a TG monster using one other monster as material from one other TG monster in your hand as material, non-tuner, of course. And if you're destroyed by battle, you can search TG at the end phase. 1 copy of Raptor Booster. What this card does is, if you control a TG monster, you can special summon it from your hand. But you're going to summon it this way once per turn. During the end phase, if this card is negated because it was destroyed on field, you can add 1 TG monster from deck to hand except for Booster Raptor. 1 copy of Tank Rub. What this card does is, if you synchro summon a TG monster and this card's on the field, you can treat this card as a non-tuner material. And when he is sent to graveyard for a synchro summon of a TG monster, I believe, you can special summon a TG token. It looks like it was 0 times 0 defense level 1 machine. In attack position. And you're going to use each effect once per turn. Well, this effect you only use once per turn. So for TG monsters, on to other monsters I'm running in the deck. We're running 3 copies of Neo Space Connector. And we all know what this guy does. He pretty much just summons an Aqua Dolphin from the deck, tribute itself on field, summon on Neo Space from the grave. Pretty much, I'm gonna use him to summon Aqua Dolphin for I sold. Then 1 copy of Aqua Dolphin, speaking of Neo Space. He's pretty much like with Connector. You usually Connector is an instant I sold because you summon the Aqua Dolphin from your deck or hand. Doesn't really matter. Also running 2 copies of Crusadia Borea and 2 copies of Crusadia Reclusia. The reason why I'm running these is because if you're able to link summon Ice Sold, and either one of these are in your hand, depending on the situation, you can pretty much get one of them out your hand, and then of course you tend to summon Striker with Ice Sold because it's a warrior. So pretty much it's either a non-tuna material or a tuna material. Reason being is because you could just synchro summon. It's pretty much another monster on the field to synchro summon with. That's why I'm actually testing these out. How if it. I'm not sure if it really is up there. I might change the build a little bit, but I'm running these as partial extenders because level 3 tuner. They could use as synchro material, and then non-tuner in case you decide to summon a striker and then add TG monster from good to hand, and then so on and so forth. Link summon to my bad. Trident launch. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. It feels weird. Yeah. So pretty much I'm running these as partial extenders. That's it for monsters. On the spells, running 3 copies of Call by the Grave. I don't have to explain. 2 copies of Information Tanky. Don't don't have to really explain that either. Copy 1 for 1. Copy of Foolish Burial. Copy of Monster Reborn. 1 copy of Reinforcement Army. 1 copy of Upstart Goblin. 1 copy of Pot Desires. To be honest, I don't really want to run this card, but until I can find something else to put in its place, I'm just running it for the time being. 1 copy of Different Dimension Reincarnation. 1 copy of Living Fossil. 1 copy of Overdone Burial, and 1 copy of Phoenix Plane. Pretty much the equip types by soul to summon out your striker and so on. I don't really have to explain much on spells. Traps. I'm only running a few traps in the deck, only just cause. 2 copies of TGX3-DX2. What this card does is you target 3 TG monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into your deck, and draw 2. So pretty much you can pretty much just like if you link 3s in the graveyard, you can just shuffle them back to your link, draw 2 cards, and then you can just resummon it if you want to. It doesn't really matter. Pretty much it's just like you shuffle. It's just like a tiny pot of Avarice, a very tiny pot of Avarice, and then 2 copies of Oasis of Dragon Souls. Reason I'm running this, and I'm actually testing it out only because like things like Star Guardian. Pretty much, I'm gonna explain what Star Guardian does later on, but I use it for cards like Star Guardian, Screw Serpent, pretty much like monsters that can like trip out other monsters from your grave, and during my opponent's turn at the very least, and have some type of defense. Alright, that's it for the main. On to the extra deck. Running 1 copy of TG Trident Launcher. What this card does is, if this card is link summoned, you can special summon 3 TG monsters, 1 from your hand, 1 from your deck, and 1 from your graveyard. The zones this card points to. And if you do activate the effect and you do something with the monsters, you can't special summon any other monsters this turn except for TG monsters. And if this card's on the field, I believe any TG synchro monsters cannot be targeted by card effects on zones this card points to, I believe. Mm, yeah, my pawn cannot target TG single monsters collect points to by card effects. Or just anything. Oh yeah, just card after this card points too. One copy of Ice Soul 2019. I don't need to explain her. I already explained it when I was doing the monsters. One copy of Summon Sorceress. I actually might take this out and probably put like another link to something. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't decided. I'm not sure if I'm gonna either run another Ice Soul or just run something else in the place because I barely summon into Sorceress unless if I have to. Um, but I'm trying to figure out if there's any like other like link twos I could use to summon. I was considering running maybe one other Ice Soul or even like a Reproductive or something. Um, Also running two copies of TG Star Guardian. What this card does is it's a synchro tuner. On every single tuner can synchro summon the opponent's main phase. Um, when it's special summoned, you can add a TG monster from your grave to hand, and its other effect is you once per turn you can special summon. Ooh, during the main phase, you can special summon one TG monster from your hand, and each effect can be used once per turn. So you pretty much use both effects in one turn. It's actually pretty decent synchro. Pretty good synchro actually. What am I saying? One copy of TG Cyber Mission. Pretty much pop spells and traps and just synchro tuner like all synchro tuners do. Running two copies of TG Hyper Librarian. Reason being is he's a really good synchro monster, and he's actually one of the good ones you actually one of the few non-TG synchro monsters you do summon. One copy of Riser. I'm actually running him because he can also like level and manipulate to a point where you could just drop his level and then pretty much like sync Excel sync during punch turn for like level 12. If you drop its level 2 level 3 and then drop a hyper librarian to like level 4, I think it's 3 7 and then 5, yes, should be 12. So usually you could drop this to 3 like them level 4, drop a level with Screw Serpent, and then so on and so forth, and then you just synchro summon, I believe. Too bad they banned Soul Charge because like Quasar isn't as possible now without Soul Charge, and yeah, it's really upsetting. Okay. Uh, one copy of Formula Synchron. Sorry about that. I had a moment here. Soul Charge got banned. Soul Charge game banned. It was banned as of today actually. Since we're in Monday. One copy of Spirit Chambar. Uh, the reason why I'm running this card is it's actually a generic non-tuner synchro. Aside from Hyper Librarian, it's also a generic non-tuner synchro. One copy of Stardust Warrior. Pretty much I could just summon on my opponent's turn and negate any spell summons they try to do. One copy of TG Blade Master. What this card does is if the spell trap card is activated, targets the card, you can summon one card from your hand graveyard and negate the activation. Well, negate that effect. And during my opponent's turn, I can banish one TG monster in my grave, banish this card, special summon it during my next turn my face. One copy of TG Halberd Cannon. I'm actually testing this out. I'm not entirely sure if I want to run this or Shooting Riser. Um, I mean, my bad, not Shooting Riser. I mean, Shooting Quasar. I'm not sure which one I'm running. I'm gonna test it out and see which of the level 12s I rather summon. Cause he's also like a Stardust Warrior, but he could just negate any summon. Normal, flip, like just any like non-activated summon, you can just negate it. and destroy the monster, I believe. And I believe if he is destroyed, you can target the TG monster and grave special summon it. And he also has to be face up to resolve the effect. Yeah. And he can only be special summoned by single summon. And then one copy of Leviathan Dragon. Reason why I'm running him is because you can provide things like your bad screw serpent. Yeah, you can revive your bad screw serpents, like banish like other TG monsters, etc. I think Levia is a really good card in this format, especially in certain decks that you could just like overlay with two rank threes and some Levia and then detach revive like something. It's not bad. All right. That's it for the profile. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. I do plan on doing sometime this week. Updating on Cyber Angels with the new incantation support. I'm also gonna do an updated Orcus profile. I might do it with 4 Legacies. I'm not entirely sure, or I could just do Gunblock Control. Well, either way, it's gonna be Gunblock Control, cause that's all. That's all we. No, my bad. Not Gunblock Control. Excuse my words. Gunblock is banned. Bomber, top logic bomber control. I'm gonna be doing that sometime later on in the week, but it might be incorporating the World Legacies also. Don't think I'm gonna use the Dark Warrior engine this time around for uh, the Warrior engine for Orcus since Gunblur is no longer a thing, so I might just do a World Legacy Orcus. So you probably won't be seeing Connector in my updated Orcus profile nowadays. Only because I don't really need the Isolden Orcus now. Only because Gumblar is banned. The only reason I was writing Isolde is because Gumblar was a thing. Um, but yeah, alright guys, have a nice night, and I will update those profiles sometime this week, and let me know what you think about the stack. You guys, I would appreciate if you do comment. That way, I can get ideas on how to update it, what to take out, what to put in, etc. And yeah, you guys have a nice night. We'll try 18 signing out.